What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I had so much energy. It's early in the morning. It's like 9 in the morning right now. Just woke up a few minutes ago. Went to AutoZone to get some parts that we're gonna use, that we're gonna need for today's video. So what are we doing today? Let me show you guys real quick. Let me translate this real quick. So bueno, muchachones, bienvenido a otro video. ¿Sabes? Estoy cansado, me acabo de levantar hace un rato. Estaba buscando un par de cositas que necesitaba en AutoZone para el video de hoy. So, está un poquito frío también con las horitas. So, lo que vamos a hacer hoy es, vamos a enseñar ahora mismo. So this is what we got. We are going to be installing gauges. This is a gauge pod from JC Pods. I'll link them all down below. This is what we got. So we are going to be installing a voltage gauge, oil pressure, don't come off, stay right there, and an AFR. This is the boost gauge, but I'm not gonna use it, so I'm gonna sell it. I'm selling it for $150, whoever comes and get it. And yeah, this is basically what we got. Zip ties, added fuels for the ground. This is smaller fuses, so we're gonna use the fuse that already comes in wherever you put in this at. I was putting this later. So yeah, we got this, another added fuse, and the wrenches, and thread sealant. So let's get to work. Oh, and if you guys didn't see my last video where we installed the grill and a front carbon fiber lip, go check that out. So let's get to work. So before anything, I'm going to make sure they work, that they are working, before I put everything in place and then it's not working. So I got the voltage and AFR and voltage here. So these two are going to be going together. So you see it has all these wires. We're only going to use power and ground. So we're going to put these two together. Of course, you don't got to worry about blue and white, just black and red. So this, I guess, goes in here. I don't know. Guys, I don't know how to deal with electricity. I just seen a couple videos and I'm going at it, so don't come at me if I'm doing it wrong, but you know, I'm doing what I can. Okay, don't blame me. So let's put this in there. Okay, I don't know if this will do it, but I forgot the other one at home, so I might have to use this one. Let me try it this way. I think that worked, I don't know. It's not coming out. So I gotta get the ground ready. Two black ones. Get one of these. Where are they? Oh. That didn't work. Okay, so I'll do this and I'll get back to you guys and not make this video too long. So now we come into the car. You have to remove this from here. Come on. Let me try it from here. Gotta take this screw off so we can be able to remove this piece, so we can have access to the fuses back there. So we're here now. Move this out the way. I clipped it, put it right there through that, so we can have access to this. So the one that we're gonna be using is this one right here, which is a 10. So let's remove this one. This is for the cigarette lighter. So now after you remove the 10 from there, from the first and the second row, is a 10, right? It's the same one as this. It's a 10 fuse, 10 amp fuse. So in the front here we have a 7.5. Then we put the 10 that we took off from here, we put it right next to the 7.5. Let me show you guys. So you see, the 10 goes on this side, 7.5 go on this side. So the one that you're adding, which has to be lower than the 10, or whatever fuse you're using from here. So let's say if you use a 20, you need to add another fuse next to it, but it has to be lower than the 20. So you see we have a 10, which goes here. So we put the 10 here, and we put a 7.5 right next to it. So we just put it there. Now the ground, I'm gonna just put it right here for now. Right on that bolt right there. See right here. I'll put it there. Then I'm gonna see if I have power for the gauges and if they're working. All right, so they both connected now. So now, let's turn the accessory mode on. See if we have power. Yep. We do have power. So these two are working. We Gucci on these. Let me go try get the, I always forget what's the other one. It's the, turn it right off. Now I have the oil pressure wired up. I put it right here at the audio. I got this one right here. So the 1, 2, this one is empty. So the another 10 that's right here on the second row. Put another 7.5 and then the 10. Put it in there. Same ground right here. Let's see if it's working. Yep. We have power. It's not gonna read anything because the sensor's not connected, so. But yeah, now that all this is good, now let's get to the sensors and all that. So the grommet that I'm going to be using to go through the firewall will be that one right in there. Have to make a hole in that one so I can run all the wires through there. A lot of people run it through the fender, but I don't know. I'm gonna just go through there, and if anything, I'll just go through here if I can't do it that way. Cause here I gotta take the wheel off, I gotta take the fender liner off, have to remove this, have to make a hole in the grommet from the harness that's like right here, then run the cables and come through here. And I don't know, through here I think it's easier because I just gotta wire up for the wideband AFR. The thing is right there where I had to plug it at. You can't see it, but I can. So it's right there on the downpipe. So let's start with the oil pressure. Oil pressure, gotta remove this. I thought it was easier to take this off, but okay. Here it is. So we had to remove this from here. I think it's a 17, I think it is. All right, guys, here's the sensor. Do not lose that little bolt. The one that goes right here, like on the outside of it. When you take the rubber piece off, do not lose it. Put it somewhere. Now we're gonna clean this up a little bit. So, all right, guys, you guys are gonna need this for this install. This is from Killer B. So this is so you can be able to have both sensors, the OEM sensor, so the computer can read that you have an oil sensor or whatever. It's useless because it doesn't show any pressure, but okay. So this part, you thread it to the block. Then here, on anyone, doesn't matter. Here you put the OEM. Here you put the sensor for the gauge. So they do not fit in this. They're bigger than these threads, so here where these comes, you need to buy these. I'll link the link down below for all these parts. So this, you put the OEM or the other sensor through this part back here. Then this part, which is smaller, you can thread it through these holes, so it can all fit. So I'll link. You need to buy 2 of them, not 1. You need 2. So now I grabbed the Killer B. Sorry you guys can't see there. You know, just don't have nowhere to put the phone. So you're gonna put some thread sealant. Oh, I need to open it. So we're gonna put the thread sealant. Want to cover it up nicely. You can use Teflon tape too if you don't have any thread sealant. You just need something for pressure so it don't leak. You do not want it to leak. Make sure to cover all of them. Now clean the top. Make sure it's all clean. There you go. Put a little bit more right here. Oh, that was a lot. What is that? Now we'll come here. So this needs to be hand tight, okay? So after you have it in there and you can't move it with your hand, you just give it another twist with the pliers or whatever. And let me remove this sensor. So I can see, there it's hard already. You know what? Now I can't even move it. Let me move it back a little bit. If I can. Because then the sensor won't be able to fit in there, but let me grab this. Move it back a little bit. Right there. That way I can fit both sensors there. One in the top and So we're gonna do the same thing with the, I know you guys ain't seeing anything, but So let me grab the other parts and put them there. Show you guys later. So like I was saying, here we have the OEM sensor. Here we have the other adapter. Put this one right there. Make sure it's tight. Let's grab this one. Try to tighten it on there so there's no leaks. So now we're gonna put some thread lock on this one too. Then we're gonna put it on the Killer B adapter. I'll put it on the bottom one and leave the gauge sensor on top. Bueno, no sé si estaba traduciendo. So tú vas a necesitar la cosita que yo enseñé aniquilada con la abejita. Va a necesitar eso. Eso tú lo conectas del motor, del bloque. Va a necesitar esto. Entonces el sensor que tú quitaste de ahí del bloque, tú vas a poner, déjame ver si lo puedo enseñar. Está medio frito, pero vamos al mapa. So, el de abajo es el sensor que trajo el carro. Ese yo lo quité de aquí, de donde está esta pieza. So, tú quitas este, lo quitas de aquí, de ese hoyo, pone este. Entonces coge un adaptador de esto, se lo pone al que tú quitaste de ahí, o sea, el de fábrica, se lo pone, lo conecta a este, tú estás ahí, entonces de ahí tú lo puedes conectar ahí. Entonces este, tú haces lo mismo con este. Tú le conectas este ahí y después lo metes ahí, en ese hoyo. Le tienes que poner sealant de esto, o le puedes poner el tape blanco ese. So, ya ustedes saben. So, así es que queda. El del gauge arriba, con el adaptador, conectado al otro adaptador. El que trae el carro abajo, con un adaptador, conectado al otro adaptador. So this is how it should look, guys. You got the gauge sensor with the adapter that I bought right here, connected to the Killer B adapter. The OEM right there in the bottom. Another adapter connected to the Killer B. So now we just gotta connect the wires, run it all the way through here to the firewall back there. So ahora vamos a correr los cables de aquí, así, full, y lo vamos a meter por allá, por el hoyo que yo enseñé ahorita. Hay una goma, uno hace un hoyo y lo mete para adentro. Alright, guys. I forgot to get a thing, una percha for the, where you put your jackets and stuff in the closet. Forgot to bring one of those, so I had to make a hole with that screwdriver, break the little sponge that's in there, then check to see if this pole fits through so I can tape these up to there and feed them through, and they will come out. They will come out right there through that hole. See the pole right there? So that's where we're going to feed them through. Alright, so I already got the harness in here. As you can see, it's right here. So now to take this off, you just gotta remove the thing from there, pull it, and you have to remove this tweeter box from right here. And this has a green clip right there that you have to twist it so you can be able to take it out. So as you can see, this is in there like this, so you have to flip it like that so you can be able to take it out of there. All right, guys, did not record much of this because this one right here was giving me a hard time to get it up here because it's not that long like these. I mean, this one is right here. This one is long enough to go from all the way in the front to in here and still have a lot of slack. So this is the shortest one, so this one was giving me a hard time. I tried zip tying it. Let me show you guys. See, I even had to break it because I zip tied it right here, right there, then right here. You know, I brought it all, put another zip tie right here, and then right here, and then right here, and then I crossed over here to back there. But it wasn't giving me enough, you know, it's not long enough, so I had to break the zip ties, unplug it from here, pull it in, do what I gotta do up there, and then I pulled it back out, and then this is the only way I can connect it. Unless if you wanna extend these, but I don't know, I don't wanna cut it and then, you know, I don't wanna fuck it up, so I'm gonna just leave it as is, right there. Doesn't bother me. I still have to connect the O2 sensor down there in the down pipe for the air fuel ratio. And yeah, but other than that, it's all done. Oh, I have to clean this in there. All these wires. Put everything back together, but yeah. Turns on right away. Everything's working. Yep. Got a race car now. Turns right off. Oh yeah, and forgot to mention, had to remove the access port from there. Got the vent right here. Thanks God I saved the vent from the OEM one. So I'm gonna put the access port back here again. And yeah, that should be it. Now, I don't know, because the oil pressure is on 0, so I don't know. Probably something wrong with the sensor. I don't know. I'm gonna do my research and check, because they all connected to the same ground, and these two are working, so that one should be working too. Alright guys, so I already got the O2 sensor in, got everything cleaned up, all the wires tucked away, remove the access port, put it back here. Oh, I still gotta put the vent up there. Well, now let's turn it on. Oh, I also changed the ground to the first ground that I was using, that's on this side. I put it over here now, it's not over here no more. So, where's my keys? Now let's see. Alright guys, so the sensor on the AFR has to be bad. I don't think it's good because it stays at 14.7, then it leans out, then it dies, and it only has like 3 little stripes right there, 3 strips or whatever. See, right now it's at 15.9. Here is at 14. I don't know which one is more accurate. The car already is idling at 151. And look. So I think the sensor on the AFR is no good. You see? Then it comes back up. See, and it leans out. You see?